Dear Christians, when it comes to why society should not be allowed to do something, "My God doesn't like it" is not an acceptable answer. Neither is, well, my moral code says they can't do it. It's against what I believe. So, dear Christian, the point of freedom, let me remind you, is not that one religion gets to practice their faith upon the whole of the country, but contrarily, that no religion can impose its moral law on the rest of society. It should be remembered that freedom of religion includes, for those who do not share your faith, the freedom from your religion, the freedom to follow the law of the land, not your moral law. This would be rendered moot should the law of the land be forced to mold to your moral and religious law, and that would be a great breach of the separation of church and state. Someone's rights end where another's begin, and this is true for religion as well. Your right to religious practice ends at human sacrifice. It ends at genital mutilation. It ends at forced subjugation. It ends at the imposing of your own moral law on someone who does not subscribe to it. If you wish to not have sex until you're married, go ahead and do that. But if you wish to keep others from doing that, you are overstepping your bounds. You are overstepping your rights. If you believe homosexuality is gross and disgusting, that's perfectly fine. But you can't stop two other people from doing it. And shaming them and pushing them underground and harassing anybody who dares portray such things accurately in television or media is simply a slimy thing to do. You see, when I said that freedom of religion includes the freedom from religion, the point is that as many individuals here in society, we have to have freedom to practice religion as we see fit. Many Christians like to go back to the history saying, oh yes, this means that, back to the founding of America, and say, oh yes, this is about people coming to practice Christianity as they see fit, because of the pilgrims. But I would like to remind you that it was not the pilgrims who founded America. It was the founding fathers. It was Jefferson, Adams, Franklin, those men. And they were all either atheists or vague deists. I'm not aware of any of them that were Christian. And they founded in their law separation of church and state and religious freedom. Trying to say that you have a right over society, that society has to cater to your religious whims because of your freedom of religion, is negating anybody else's freedom of religion. It's not the freedom for religion, and it's not the freedom of religion to do as it pleases, but freedom of the individual to choose their religion. Remember that. Religions cannot go killing people. That is still murder. Religions cannot mutilate genitals. That is still genital mutilation. Religions, it cannot do those sort of things. It cannot break the law and get away with it. It does not make freedom of religions. Freedom of religions does not negate the law. It simply means the individual has the right to choose to do what they wish and choose to do what they believe. If your religion says go stone the gays and you go and do that, you'll be promptly thrown in jail. Your freedom of religion doesn't excuse your behavior. You have no right to dictate the the morality of society or the law of society. When what you define as a sin or an abomination is a subjective claim, and you have never backed it up with anything other than your religious beliefs, which do not apply to someone who does not share them. In our society, we give everyone an equal opportunity, equal treatment under the law, and equal access to said law. If you don't like it, because your holy book says otherwise, tough. You don't have to like it. But when it comes to demonizing people and whining about how other people don't respect Christian morals, kindly shut the fuck up.